To begin today's install, some of the tools that we'll be utilizing are a vise, preferably a soft jaw vise. In our case, we'll be utilizing some leather so that we don't damage our suppressor. Some acetone, an alignment rod, the wrench that corresponds with your hub, some brushes, Rocksett or red Loctite, a torque wrench, and some paper towels. One of the first things you'll need to do is go ahead and place your suppressor in your vise or soft jaw vise. You'll need to remove your hub from the suppressor body. If that's Rocksett or red Loctite in place, you're either going to have to use heat from a torch, or if you're using Rocksett, you can soak that for 24 hours in water and hopefully break that loose. You'll take your wrench, go ahead and remove that. There we go. So this one was just hand tight. So as you can see, we have some buildup from some previous red Loctite. So one of the first things that we're going to want to do is go ahead and scrub that clean. You're going to want to do the same for your suppressor. We want to ensure that we don't have anything that would interfere mounting it on the suppressor. At which point you can spray some acetone onto your threads. Clean that up. We want to degrease these threads. We're going to do that until our threads are completely clean. So as part of your package with whatever configuration you ordered for your Kryon, you're going to receive some stickers, the installation instructions, which are going to be pretty important and helpful. That is a QR code that you can scan with your phone. You can also go to the website to find all that information, or email support@guntology.com or info@guntology.com. Inside you'll find your Kryon removal tool. So this is just in place, so in the event you want to tighten down your Kryon really tight so it doesn't shift on you or anything like that, you can absolutely go ahead and use that to tighten. But it's also nice in the event you administratively tightened everything or you accidentally over tightened something, you can just use this tool to go ahead and help you break the Kryon free from the actual hub adapter. Okay, so now with the removal of your actual hub from the suppressor body, everything's been cleaned, all those threads have been degreased. You'll go ahead and unbox your Kryon in whatever configuration that you ordered it in. In this case, we have a Mirage tube on a hub adapter. You'll notice a few things. So here you'll see a sticker that reads, "Pro tip, leave gap between lock ring and hub adapter." What that's referring to is this lock ring here. We don't want to back that up against the hub adapter itself so that we don't accidentally over tighten that. So at this point we can go ahead and remove that. Set that aside. You can remove the Kryon from the hub adapter. Set that aside. Lastly, you'll have a sticker that reads "Torque to Spec, verify alignment before use." Torque to Spec meaning we want to torque our actual hub adapter onto the suppressor body with this wedged in between it to the manufactured specifications. Verify alignment before use, ensuring that we check alignment at the end of the install. Alright, so now we could go ahead and punch out our sticker. At this point we can slide our hub adapter over the hub, or we can press it against the actual suppressor body. In this case I want to apply my Rocksett at this point. Get that onto the threads. Back that back out so it's spread evenly. We can now take our hub adapter, slide that right over, and go ahead and screw in our hub by hand. With your hub adapter wedged between your hub and your suppressor body, you can now take the wrench that corresponds to your hub, tighten that down as much as you can by hand. Go ahead and take your torque wrench. In this case, we'll be pairing these two together. Ensure that's set to the manufactured specifications. Good to go. Now your Kryon-Hub adapter is installed onto your suppressor. And can travel with the suppressor. At this point, you should already have your muzzle device installed on your gun, being that you were running a hub mounted suppressor. So you can now take that with the adapter installed, thread that on, and run it in this configuration in the event you didn't want to run the Kryon. The next step would be then to go ahead and thread on your Kryon, or you could do it prior to installing it on the rifle. Now remember, we can either walk this lock ring up to the Kryon itself if we need to time it for whatever reason, or we can back this off, ensuring that we still leave a gap behind, in between the lock ring and the hub adapter, and bring the Kryon to it, and now tighten that down as much as we need to make sure that that's aligned. In this case, we want to ensure, because we are running a Mirage cover, that it is oriented properly, so the covered portion is facing the top and the ventilated portion down to the bottom, as intended, to break up Mirage from obscuring your optic. All right, now with everything installed, you can go ahead and check alignment, ensuring that everything is concentric and you won't have any baffle strikes.